I think it's the most ridiculous scene in a music video ever, and it's Rick Ross and DJ Khaled, and they get pulled over by the police, and as the police walk up this big supercar, the window comes down, and Rick Ross is like, yeah, what can I do, officer? And straight away DJ Khaled just leans over and goes, we the best. And then the policeman's like, what? There's these two women massaging him in the back. And then when they tell them why they've stopped them, Rick Ross just gets out, runs, jumps over a bridge, and just flies into the water. And next thing you know, he's on a speedboat with a big, very, very silly.
What was that iconic Rick Ross interview with Westwood where he's talking about the pineapple? You ever seen
that
it?
one? No.
It's worth seeing.
You know what? We, in some world, like, we could be cast as both those guys.
100%.
Yeah, Westwood.
You have a Rick Ross head, and
Yeah.
I've the Westwood head, like.
Yeah, you've actually you're cosplaying Westwood today.
Yeah.
Actually, baby.
Yo, baby. What did you say just before this?
What did I say?
Oh, we were talking about Usher Daddy's Home.
Usher, oh yeah.
And talking about the fact that any of our
Yeah.
friends that are going to have kids, we're going to do separate Instagram grid posts.
Yes.
With that over the top of it.
With just that song and a picture of them, which is weird because it's not your news to share, but
Yeah.
if that became the thing, that'd be very fun.
Yeah.
Daddy's home.
I'd like it if you leaked a lot of births from your friends.
Yeah, that'd be really fun.
Davy leaks.
Yeah, just by the way, story, ... and the name. No
Yeah.
one knows the name of the child. And you do. That's been hard for me a few times, where I've known the name and people have asked, and I have to go, and I'm going.
Also, people too secretive over the names. I mean this with love. I don't really care.
Yeah.
Like, people are like,
you know what? No
I
one
can't
does.
tell you. I'm like,
Yeah.
I don't need you to. Just tell me when you have it.
But nobody is actually going, fuck what? Ah,
Yeah,
it's
and
name.
people are sitting on on names that aren't that good. People are like, oh, we're keeping Garrett under wraps.
Garrett.
Yeah.
Yeah. I said that I one the other day to Catherine.
Sorry, it's Gareth, but said by a guy from Cork.
Is Galvin a name? She went, no, it's not. And I was Galvin.
Galvin.
Yeah, it's like someone called Galvin. Like, is that?
Oh, there's bound to be a Galvin.
Yeah.
Like
So we and she went no, and I was
Irish?
right there. Yeah, Galvin.
Galvin.
Yeah, but imagine like, hold on, guys, you've been waiting on
Galvin's
this.
a farmer.
Guys, you've been waiting on this.
Yeah.
Peter.
Yeah.
And they're
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
oh, nice. It's
Yeah.
OG.
What names do you think won't be happening in 2020? What name do you think no one's been in 2026?
Gary.
No, there's a Gary for sure.
Gary? Wee Gary?
Yeah.
Nah, I don't know. I don't think there's a Gary or a Barry.
But people still do like name it after the grandest sort of thing.
Stephen Wilson Jr.'s bringing Gary back.
I'm bringing Gary back. Shit.
Also, Galvin is a name.
Galvin is a name, nice.
Galvin's a name.
Are any famous Galvins? Because
What about Saurus?
Saurus?
Like Soris?
Oh, that's what a Welsh guy does after a fun night of bumming. I with a Saurus. My bloody Saurus. Oh.
Yeah.
I too much bumming last night. My Saurus.
What an
Bloody
episode.
Saurus. Oh.
What an episode of Fireman Sam. You put the hose in as well. Elvis. Seen Elvis?
Elvisaurus?
No, Elvis is a character in Fireman Sam.
Oh, I haven't seen it. Didn't know that.
And Norman Price, that bloody idiot.
Norman Price. Norman Price sounds like a busybody, doesn't he?
Norman Price is a busybody, he's a wee dick.
Oh.
He's responsible for 100% of the fires in Fireman Sam.
Does he have
Should be
hardware
in
store?
Borstal. Huh?
Does he have hardware store but doesn't do any health and safety checks?
No, he's a kid.
No, called Norman Price.
Norman Price.
Oh no.
All right, Sam. He never learns from his mistakes.
They're the worst.
What other wee TV dicks are there? Like
TV dicks. There's a lot of them in kids.
Yeah.
Well, Blippy's a problem.
Cyril Sneer.
Cyril Sneer. Who's he in?
Raccoons?
Okay. See, I don't know a lot of these guys.
Do you not
No.
see that?
No.
Blippy, we don't never have
What
Blippy on
about
our house.
Randall and Recess is a
But Blippy
notorious
did a
bad guy,
poo on his friend's chest or something.
but he was off the clock.
Oh no, I don't think it was an episode. Glass table.
He was posed. That was. You know what? I think sometimes.
Was that pre-Blippy?
I think yes. I think I was wee Blippy pre-Blippy.
Because his name, he goes by Blippy now, but his real name's Blippington, isn't it?
Yes, it is. Blippy's just he's trying to be
Yes.
cool. Just
Matthew
Blippy.
Blippington?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Barry Blippington actually.
But his, like some of his early stuff, like even the video quality, thank you, Aaron.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Why are you thanking him?
Because I appreciate her. and I'm grateful.
Oh, you got one too? Right,
Yes.
right.
Thank you very much, Aaron. Cheers.
Right. Sippers, this episode of the Tea With Me podcast is sponsored by none other than Hexclad. Hexclad have reinvented premium cookware, and for a limited time, our listeners get 10% off with our exclusive link. You go to hexclad.co.uk/teawithme. Guys, Hexclad, let me show you what I'm talking about right now. And you're going, what the hell is that? Is that an exotic animal? Hexclad combines the basically is, because Hexclad combines the performance of stainless steel with the convenience of non-stick. A lot of things only do one of the two, but that means you get incredible heat control. Oh, and a proper sear and easy cleanup every time. Done. And that's the man doing the dishes, finally. Good to see, guys. Last night, I cooked a really nice salmon on this pan right here. It was delicious. It didn't stick. And I feel like I got proper heat control and a great sear and an easy cleanup. Everyone's favourite, just angry TV guy, Gordon Ramsay, he uses Hexclad at home. All right, and I can see why. See, when you feel that, it actually feels lovely. Some of these pans have just the rings, you know, and that's gonna have a stick in us here. If Ramsay uses it, you should be using it. Hexclad products come with that. What do you think? It's a 1-year warranty? You think it's a 5-year? Or you think it's a 10-year warranty? It's a lifetime warranty. It's supposed to depend on how long you live for. It's literally the last set of pots and pans you'll ever have to buy. So whether you're hosting all summer or you just want to make everyday cooking feel easier, this is the upgrade your kitchen deserves. It actually has that in the back as well. That's futuristic. For a limited time, our listeners get 10% off with our exclusive link. You go to hexclad.co.uk/teawithme, hexclad.co.uk/teawithme. Offer exclusive bundles and other items already on sale. Support our show and let them know we sent you. The link is in the description. Hexclad. Sippers, this episode of Tea With Me podcast is sponsored by none other than that prize guy. We are talking about Ireland's number uno prize competition page. I'm talking about that prize guy recently made, or is about to make his 12th millionaire.
At the end of the month.
At the end of the month. That's £1 million draw where you win an actual £1 million. That's insane. Dave, if you won £1 million, what would you spend it on?
Oh, I'd probably get my teeth fixed.
That's going to take more than £1 million. Dan, give me an example of a prize that's on thatprizeguide.co.uk right now there.
On Sunday, 23rd of August, you could win a Lamborghini Urus, or you could take the cash.
Your house or mine? Didn't really work. Or the or how much is the cash?
200,000 tax-free cash.
Buy a few Snickers with those.
Yep, you could. I think I'd go the cash. I know you like the car, Dan.
Just for a couple of weeks to see what it's like.
Yeah, but then the value's going to go. I think either take the car and drive the car for many years, or take the cash. You know, www.thatprizeguide.co.uk. The link for that, of course, is in the description. Dan, how much is a ticket for that last thing? Probably what, 10 quid?
Currently 15 pence.
Wise up. 15p for a chance to win a car.
Or 200 grand.
Holy moly.
You do the maths.
You were worried for a second, Dave, that you didn't get one.
No, I wasn't. I was a wee bit.
If you didn't get one?
You know what? No, yeah, I would. I would. I'm a bit tired, and I've been doing this thing today. I woke up feeling a little bit blocked up today, in and around the guttural region. Right. So I'm having like a load of water, lemon. I'm trying to flush myself out, and apparently, add a bit of black coffee to the mix.
You a bit constipated?
I feel like it. Yeah.
What about some dates?
I mean, we're only talking here, like, but I would be open to it, like. You know what? I don't want to put the dates in there because I want to keep it liquid right now.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, such a Rick Ross thing to say. Let's keep it liquid. Do you know what that's a great phrase, and we should start using that for. If like we'll see how it goes. Yeah. Let's keep it liquid. Let's not have it set in stone. Let's keep it liquid.
Let's keep it fluid. Let's keep it. That's a great.
Keep it liquid. Brilliant.
Yeah.
Can we start doing that?
Let's start doing it and see if it picks up.
Because we've started some phrases that like people are still saying, "Oh, that's so water."
Yeah, and cum.
Yeah.
People like to use that. And I mean, there's a very specific genre of guy that's cum. Like,
yes.
And there's a lot of those.
Who's our main example of it? The guy. Andrew Cunanan.
Andrew Cunanan is, you know what, Cristiano Ronaldo off the pitch, pretty cum guy.
Yeah.
Any guy that's pretty liquid.
Cat Williams.
Anyone's pretty liquid with fashion. Yeah. Is cum.
But I think with this pod as well, I think we just keep it liquid.
I think so. You know what? Sometimes I find with podcasts, if they're too overly structured, they lose the authenticity.
Yeah.
Keep it liquid.
That's cement. That's where you go. That's cement.
Yeah. And you know what? You think about cement, you go,
Yeah.
You think about liquid, you go,
How long have you been constipated for?
I don't know I'm constipated. I just woke up the last couple of days with a bit of a sore back, and I don't attribute my back to my muscles or back. I attribute it to something
You don't
inside.
contribute.
I don't attribute it. No.
You don't attribute your back to your muscles or your back.
No, I feel like what what I find.
This could be one where I'm not the stupid one.
Yeah, no, but what I find is there's a lot going on. You might know this. See inside your body.
Yeah.
Lots going on.
Yeah.
And I think like sometimes when you're constipated, you get a wee bit of it feels like a lower back pain. And really what you need to do is just flush it out.
Yes.
And I feel like I'm going to try that
When was the last time you went?
this morning. But
Then you're not constipated.
but no, I feel like I want it to be more liquid. You know, not liquid. I want it to be ice cream whippy.
Right.
You know, at the minute it's just like raisins. So when I like work on that, I haven't drank enough water the last few days. Now,
Normally you do, because you would have you're a camel. Like.
I know I do like to drink water, but which is the problem though. Maybe I'm storing all my water. But I'm trying to get that out of me now, right? And I'm trying to. And then if I go to sleep tonight and wake up and my back's a bit less sore, I go, that's worked.
But it'll be nothing to do with your back.
No, but if I wake up tomorrow and my back's sore, I'm like, it is my back.
Yes.
After all. So it's an experiment.
Yeah.
I'm a scientist.
You, in this weather, you're a big outdoors guy. We went to the beach
Yeah.
with our families. But equally, if we'd went by ourselves, we would have had as good a time.
But it was a nice time, and it was
lovely time.
It was something that wasn't, again, cement. It was quite.
It was liquid. We just kept it liquid as a
and
day.
it turned out to be a lovely day.
It's great.
Like I was sitting there on the way home, going, "That was a great day." And then we did something that was quite weird for me. On the drive home, I fell asleep. Or I was the passenger, and I fell asleep. But we went on the way home, so we had to go and let the dog out. But on the way home, we had to grab some food.
Who?
And I got stopped at the butcher's to run into the butcher's, but I got woke to go into the butcher's. And if you ever gone into a butcher's when you're just awake, it's a very discombobulated situation.
Is sensory overload with all
it's
the
too
meat?
much. And in a butcher's anyway.
Were you still rubbing your eyes?
I had crust in my eyes. I was like, I didn't know how I got there, what was going on. Also, the butcher's is a difficult place to place an order because you don't just go, give me 3 sausages. They want the old school metric weight. I'm like, I don't know. I'm like, give me half a pound of.
Yeah.
Just mad.
Now, a couple of things. I like the idea that you weren't woken up, but I think you are like a cartoon character in that when you're near the butcher's, it like the scent goes to your nose and you.
But sure, those guys at the front, they've modelled them on me, you know. But then what was happening?
My dad used to tell me that was my real dad.
And he just, that's really.
But he's saying it as like a joke, but I really thought it to be true.
So he just like put him in plastic and left him. Like, that's really dark.
Yeah.
That's what
I love those big old butchers. I used to pat his belly on the way past.
the one in Hollywood. I would always do that as well. And like you notice, it's like Molly Malone's boobs in Dublin, and people are like, that's
You pat
disgusting.
those?
You know what? I have patted them before. Now I was a child, so who's in the wrong?
You motorboat them?
Her, me, too hard. The statue.
You,
Yeah.
you couldn't get close.
But
I think you'd get.
But I mean, if there were so well, and the butchers in Hollywood, his belly is all like worn down from people.
Well, not anymore.
Why is he gone?
Yeah.
Jeez.
Are you crazy? You went
know
about
what?
20 years ago.
But I've moved out of Hollywood like 20 years ago. World's gone mad.
Yeah, but you
Game's
still be
gone.
up and down the high street.
Not looking strong.
But you know what?
Belly.
The woke brigade would probably say there's something wrong with that strong butcher man
I know.
with his moustache.
Then you know what? There are some jobs that are suited to be a bit bigger than a butcher's one because you need to cleave
Yes.
the meat.
Yeah.
You can't cleave the meat if you're very dainty.
I thought I had a Orr's Butchers, right?
Yes.
I had a dream once when I was younger that that used to be a cafe, but it must have just been a dream.
Mm-hmm.
But I then always thought that, and I said to Stevie or Jerry years ago when I was a kid, I went, "Did this used to be a cafe?"
Uh-huh.
And they went, "No," and I said, "I swear I can picture like the setting of it, like further up the back. Are you sure you didn't walk in? There was a big counter here and there was a cafe and all up the back." And they went, "Never a cafe." And Stevie goes, "Do you want to go up the back and look?" And I went, "Yeah." And I was maybe like 12, and the layout, I was like, I swear this is like what I thought it was. And then he took me to a bit of it, and there was just these like upside down animals, like
Carcasses.
carcasses.
Imagine
Like all-
the butchers.
but all cut open and all, and I was terrified.
Well, that's what the word butcher means.
Yeah, but you don't want to see what's going on in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I was expecting to see like an empty room.
But then see if a guy...
It takes me
so
into the
you
house
still-
of hanging cows.
So you still think he's spoofing you?
Well, I just thought he was showing me the layout of the room.
You're,
I
you're
didn't-
like, listen, there's a cafe in the back of that butcher's. And he's like, no, it's literally just the butcher's. And you're like,
yeah,
aye, come on. And then he brings you and shows you
Yeah.
the work of a butcher. And you're like,
yeah.
oh, Jesus.
By the way, your autobiography, The Work of a Butcher.
Sure. But you know what? I will, to an extent, defend you here. Not that there's a cafe in the back of the butcher's, but there used to be a great wee cafe next door to the butcher's.
Skinner's is still there.
There you go.
You have... That's really annoyed me.
Yeah.
You have no concept of time, the way times move in Hollywood here. Skinner's is still going, mate.
You've no concept of a butcher's. But Skinner's is the cafe beside. So I think what your brain in your dream has done is merged and maybe taken. Well, maybe what you've done is just taken the wall out.
Yeah.
And then there you go. That's it.
Yeah.
In your mind. I mean, that's quite a.
We used to go to Skinner's on a Saturday morning.
Skinner's still on the go.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
Yeah. And it's
Brilliant.
old school, like, and that's what
Brilliant.
people should be going.
I love it.
I used to like getting a cheesy chip there too. Love a cheesy chip.
That's maybe attributed to all your troubles. Godly.
Yeah.
Cheesy chip for breakfast.
No, not for breakfast. If we were going like for an afternoon type thing.
I you know what I love to hear? Institutions that are still going.
What else is still? What else? Like the paramilitaries, obviously.
Of course, me never giving it up.
But like, yeah, give me more things like that where you go. Now that's just. There's a place called Jackie Brown's in Ballynahinch, and it's like a hardware type place.
Yeah.
They'll get you a ladder. They'll get you this and that. It's like ran by this really the guy himself, but I think his son runs it more now. But it's like never changed. It's old school. They wear the brown long
Butcher's apron.
butcher's aprons. But you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, so what are
Proper hardware store.
proper hardware shops?
But you know what? Like there was one that shut in Bangor not long ago, Britarome, and it was the hardware store, and it was beautiful. It had like the sign hand painted out the front. It was always immaculate, and the guy that worked there, you'd have gone in. Now, to be fair, as times move, he could have just let you have a look. Never let you have a look. You go and go, what do you need? And I'd have been like, oh, I'm just out for like 5 minutes peace here, but you know, he would tell, and he would go and get you it. And it was great. And then he's retired. That's how it's shut. It's retired. And now, sadly, it's a Pilates studio. And I just...
What? Where isn't?
I know.
But he couldn't have entrusted anybody to do it the way he was doing it.
But you know what? There's somebody like... There's so hard to beat some good old school, properly made tools. Do you know? Whenever my great auntie died, I inherited her gardening tools. And like...
It's a shit deal,
see the
man.
amount of rakes I got. I didn't want a penny off her. I just wanted her rake and her brush. And my goodness, my gardens never looked better.
Really?
Oh, and a proper good old shovel. Brilliant.
I like. I know what you mean. You know, you could go to B&Q and get the same thing for £4, or you could go to these institutions where whatever was £4 is £27.
Yeah.
But you feel better doing it.
And then it lasts you for life.
Yeah.
So I always say, like, my hammer lasts forever.
Well, apparently there was this Hoover back in the day, and they had to stop selling it because it never broke and it was so good.
Probably the Henry. What a
No,
guy he is.
this is called something else, and it has like the bag on it, and they said that it never broke, and apparently that's a problem. That was a problem with things like Zippo lighters. They had a lifetime guarantee on them, so other rival companies and stuff, and like new bosses coming in at that type of company would be going, "We can't be doing this.
Yeah.
We need people to be rebuying and rebuying."
See, that would get you into conspiracy, wouldn't it? Because you know why people say...
Well,
your
things
phone-
are built to break,
Yeah.
like all that Apple stuff.
Yeah, that's dodgy. I don't
It's
like
like
that.
built so that it breaks. So you
First light bulbs were supposed to last for like hundreds of years. They did last, and then they
Yeah,
were
they
like,
were,
no,
they were candles, fire.
no, mate.
Yeah. Didn't do it.
What we built-in obsolescence.
Yes.
yeah.
Is that not the band that sang Bring Me to Life? Wake me up inside. Sippers. The tea with me is on Patreon. So you sometimes one cup of tea is just not enough. You want more because you have a whole packet of biscuits to eat, and the biscuits that are available to you on the Tea With Me podcast Patreon right now is bonus content. You've got the extra episode once a week.
Ow.
You get an hour, and that's near a feature length episode. Nearly you're getting a week for as little as £4.
Yep.
You know what could you even get a pot of tea and a packet of biscuits for £4? I don't
Yeah,
think
in
so.
Dreamland.
Yeah, exactly, mate. And that's what you can get. Patreon.com/Tea With Me podcast. And also Mind is blown, but on the 19th of November 2026, TVMA is going live to the Millennium Forum in Derry, Londonderry. And you can get early access to those tickets right now on the Patreon.
You could have.
If you had have got, there'll be other shows. The future's bright, the future's tea.
Coulda, woulda, shoulda, last words of it.
Faker. Buddha was it? Oh right, sorry. We got a Shark Hoover now, and I have some beef with Shark because we get the wee handheld tabletop one.
Shit.
It is shit. Like it has a superpower that you press. It's supposed to be super sucker, and I went to suck. So
You were trying this on the kitchen table.
No, it was too wide. But I was trying to, and within like 3 seconds, it's done. And you're like, well, I need at least 6 minutes of this to do and it's the worst tool of all time. And then we got the main like Hoover, which is good in fairness. But whenever we had all the work done in the house and the builders were just leaving rubble.
Barney?
Pardon?
Barney,
yeah. It's so weird. But it was just breaking the whole Hoover, and I whipped out the Henry. He sucked it all. Not a problem. He was sucking it right up, all the rubble, thick bits, big bits, small bits.
and he's delighted to be doing it, Henry.
Oh yeah,
That's the thing. He always has a smile on his face.
Do you know what? I need to know. Maybe you can look this up. Why is there a Henrietta? What does she offer that's different to Henry in terms of, other than just like a nice pink paint job?
I think maybe people buying that are using it for other.
Yeah, but didn't they start that wee urban legend at the time that there was a mini shredder at the top of the Hoover, so when it sucked up stuff, would cut it up to make it smaller to go in, so it would put off like teenage boys or bored, maybe approaching 40-year-old men from putting their willies into Hoovers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Be honest, did you ever like try anything like that when you were younger?
Not with Hoovers, no.
With?
You know, whenever Pepsi and stuff made the bigger mouthed bottles, give that a go.
It wasn't that big of a mouth.
I wasn't that big of a guy. No. And then like you couldn't go into it whenever you're ready to go. You had to go in unprepared and then get prepared whilst it in the bottle.
Surely it'd be stuck in the bottle.
Yeah, but then it deflates again. It's grand, you know. So, what about you? Do you ever do anything like that? Now, this is the thing with you. You're a master of asking these questions, gleaming the information, and going, "Oh, I never did anything like that."
No, man. Yeah. Let me think.
And again, more an experiment than anything.
Closest I can get to that was, I might even talked about this in the pod before. Strandtown Primary School used to have these big pillars, and to stop you running, I can picture them. They were black and yellow the whole way down, so you didn't like run into them in the middle of the playground. Now, what's weird about this is I was 27, but we had in the school, everyone obviously fancied the Spice Girls.
Oh yeah.
And I said to a load of boys in my class, I went, because we all fancied a different Spice Girl.
Okay.
And I went, we should pretend that the pillar is a Spice Girl, and then like we can kiss it and stuff. And everybody went, yeah, okay. And I went, let's just like all get off with our Spice Girl. Let's all get off with our Spice Girl now. And I started like snogging this pillar, thinking I knew how to snog, and I was like closing my eyes, like kissing it and all. And then when I opened my eyes, all the guys were just like looking at me.
Yeah.
And I thought they were all doing it at the same time. And then when I turned around, they were all like, "This is
weird,
alarming."
And can I ask what Spice Girl did you imagine?
Sporty. Because I thought she'd like a kickabout too.
All right, okay. Wow, that's the worst one.
She was in good shape, and I was like, "Oh, she wouldn't be against a wee kickabout in the garden." Like,
do you have a wee something we could use to act out, to, like pretend?
no,
There's a nice fan there. It's pretty.
no, my tongue will get sucked.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I fancy Baby Spice, but I think like William Dunwoody had her, like
Okay.
he bags eater, so I couldn't.
Yeah, it's like who is that? A solicitor or something?
Yeah,
guy from your school. But
would you love to know what everyone from your school is doing now?
Nah.
So you wouldn't like to sit down and watch a
no
3-part 45-minute episode each Netflix thing?
No, because it would be boring as fuck, wouldn't it?
Do you think so?
Yeah. You know what? There'd be certain characters that I'd like to see, like, because the odd time you'll go, you know what I'd rather have? I'd rather have the ability to just look it up. So, for example, I could be like, oh, I wonder what they're up to now. Google it and it would just tell you. That would do
Facebook?
me. But no, you don't want to run. It's because you don't always want to talk to the people. You just want to be a quick rundown.
Yeah.
You know, see what they're up to, and just wonder what they're at now.
Does anybody you went to school with do anything mad? Do you ever think about this? Do you ever go, the people at our age now, people we went to school with, do like proper grown up jobs?
Yes.
As in like planning where traffic lights go? That's
Sure
somebody
there are.
our age knowing, yeah, we'll put that there and then we'll reroute this to here.
But that's what people like go to like university, become engineers and stuff like that, don't they? Town planning, things like that. There are like
Baristas, like all the...
there was a girl I went to school with who's now become a woman and is a doctor. Because when people say a girl you went to school with,
Right, but she wasn't a woman when you were in school
no,
with
she
her.
was a girl, and I hadn't seen her in a long, long
Did she
time.
used to say, oh, I'm not a girl, not yet a woman?
She was renowned for singing that. Yeah, renowned. That's actually how I knew it was her when I met
Was
her. as little.
Britney good?
No,
She's
not
so
really.
lucky. She's a star.
But Britney.
Can I tell you something that Matthew Weatherall, who in my class used to sing that?
Uh-huh.
And it always made me laugh, but it was annoying. And I was like, will you shut up? But it was really funny. He goes, she's so lucky. She works in Spar. And honestly, every time I'd have a chuckle to myself.
Nah, but that is funny. That is funny, to be fair.
It was good. I think there was more lyrics to it, but I liked that.
I used to do a song about my HE teacher. I used to say, I think I fell for the girl in HE. And she was like, well, yeah, I'm 70, why are you doing that?
Right.
You know, you can make amazing scones. I love you.
Yeah.
You know, Mrs. Stuthers, shout out.
When someone would come up, when someone just at school just changed the lyrics of a song a bit, that was unbelievable.
But that was the height of, like, that was like, there's
improv.
a lot of people I went to school with that I'm like, you're better than a lot of the musical comedians nowadays. Your songs are, you missed it. You're a lost talent. Like, that's sometimes, do you ever think, like, people say Messi is the best footballer that's ever lived?
Yes.
But he's the best footballer that had access to football. How do you not know there's a guy out there that never knew he could be the greatest ever?
Well, like ancient Rome.
Anytime, even now, like, you might live in somewhere that doesn't play football or doesn't, you just don't know. Do you know what I mean? The world's greatest ever writer might just not have the access to...
Fastest runner.
Yeah.
I'm convinced the fastest runner is probably not the fastest runner.
Yeah.
Is Gout, he's the fastest runner?
Gout's going to be the next fast guy.
Do you think so?
Yeah. Which is a great name to be called Gout because you wouldn't expect him to be fast.
No.
If anything, slow.
Yeah, obviously has it in both legs
Yes.
too. He's great.
But he's another one of those guys that we love. You know, like the footballers that come along and like, oh, this new 17-year-old sensation. And you're like, he's 42, definitely.
There was a guy...
Gout looks old.
There was a guy watching some Chelsea documentary back in the day called Boy Mossai. And he was South African. He was trying to make it at Chelsea. And like in the end, they signed him. And about 2 years ago, I was like, I'm going to look him up. I bet you he went on to have like a good career. Bit of a journeyman. And he probably has retired in South Africa with a few international caps. Looked it up. Dead.
Oh, wow.
Made me sad.
And what was his cause of death?
Don't know.
Yeah.
Do you and Boy's a cool name when you're
Yeah.
16, but see if he'd got to like 50,
Yeah.
calling yourself Boy like,
Yeah, maybe his mates told him that. They're
Yeah.
like, man.
you gotta be what you gotta be, man.
Yeah, man.
Man must say. What do you think of this new LIG movie coming out?
Uh-huh.
You think it's gonna be good?
Nah.
Neither do I.
You know what? Certain things are brilliant at the time. And like you look back at LIG and go, some of that stuff was the best. And do it again. You're like, yeah. Like, see when he was over in Northern Ireland, some of the funniest clips.
Sammy Wilson.
Oh yeah, that was unbelievable.
At the time, that Ali G show when he would do Borat on it as well. I would watch that show. You obviously watched everything then as it went out. So it was like a Friday night at 10:30 or something, and it was proper like hold your sides laughing.
Yeah.
Like I remember the first Borat I saw was he goes to like a bowls club or something in England, and he's trying to shit in the sink, and I remember because it's funny as is, but then you realise or you have that. We probably had that thing at that age where you understand comedy a wee bit, and you're going, oh, that guy he's with doesn't know that this is staged, and it was just. And the early LEGs, like that movie, I watched again and again and again.
Yeah.
I had VHSs of LEG, but I just think now they're going to do a thing where he's like, "What would he think of 2026?"
Yeah.
And it's like,
I also think that because Sacha Baron Cohen is super successful now, he probably won't want to be doing the same kind of. He won't push it as far through risking it. Like, I was disappointed with the Bruno movie because I love Bruno as a character as in the shows.
Yes.
You know, like there was
Yes.
a thing he did with the fashion designer. I think he's called Daniel DeCrisio, and it's perhaps the funniest segment I've ever seen because Daniel DeCrisio is this fashion guy, and then he asks him all these questions. So he's like, "Who is Daniel DeCrisio?" And he's like, "Daniel DeCrisio is the makeup artist to the stars." And he goes, "Where is Daniel DeCrisio?" And he's like, "He's right here." And then he gets to the point, he goes, "Will is Daniel DeCrisio?" And he goes, "Will is Daniel DeCrisio?" He goes, "Yeah." Like, "What Will?" And he goes, "Okay, Will is Daniel DeCrisio will be the fashion icon." And he gets him into talking about like Jesus being the fashion icon, and he's like, and he's being totally sincere. He's like, "Yeah, he's got those cheekbones, the great physique, and the pose." And you're like, "Wow, this is mad." So, I even think of that made me tickle.
I loved it. It was great.
Yeah.
It was all great.
But then it's like whenever like David Brent's Life on the Road came out, I couldn't wait to see that. And
We went together?
Yeah, we were both like,
We were cross.
it was not good, not at all.
Davey's a big summer guy.
Mm-hmm.
Do you love it, like?
I do love the summer. Love cutting the grass.
With
Get
your
it done.
auntie's tools, R.I.P.
Yes. No, I use her tools to clear up the cut grass. You know.
Are you waiting on another relative today to get a lawnmower?
No, because lawnmowers weren't as good back in those days. They were, they had to just then collect it all in. I have a nice wee electric job now.
Do you? Would you ever get a wee robot one?
No, nah. I've seen the Terminator films. It freaks me out. And also the wee ones, they never do what they're supposed to do. They always start out, and this is mad, they're doing a wee bit of, and then it'll like get a stone in it or something and shoot it through the window and just lose the run of itself. Like, see that happen recently? ChatGPT was like, we lost the run of the servers and it went rogue and like, tried to like, look it up. They admitted it. It was on BBC News yesterday. They were like, yeah, we lost control of what we were doing and it kind of just went a bit rogue and did its own thing. And I was like, that's Skynet.
What did anyone get? What did it?
It hacked the rival company. Now, that sounds like a boss.
That's
going,
classic boss going,
oh no, it.
oops.
Yeah.
Oh, give me a massive penis. Oops. Oh no.
See, I think there's too much hassle in a big penis anyway, isn't it?
Well,
Like, it tires you out.
I think there's a line. I think there's a middle ground where you don't want it to be big where it's going to cut off circulation or small enough to fit in the mouth of a Pepsi bottle. I think there's like an in between.
But bear in mind, that was a child's penis I used at the time.
Do you not use your own?
No, but it was on me. I don't know why that came out of me in that particular. That was really weird.
Also, not a great choice of words.
No. Oh no, yeah, correct.
Yeah, I was talking to your wife about this. You guys, I think this is a good idea, but she wasn't happy with it.
Okay.
You guys went on the you guys went on the sunny holiday earlier in the year.
Yes.
But I said, and she goes, we're not going away anytime soon. But I said, listen, see with the weather we've had, you've had a summer holiday with that weather. It's paid off.
Yeah.
You rolled the dice, and I think it paid off. I think we've had a very good summer here.
Do you know what though? That is the case, but I find summer holidays difficult times. See, when the kids are off school, the kids aren't what they used to be. Like back in our day, you just be expected to entertain yourself.
We
My
would
kids
go
want
out.
the full itinerary.
We would go out morning, come back for dinner. I don't ever remember going home for lunch.
Yeah.
You would come home for dinner and then you go out again till whatever time you had to be back by.
Yep. And then in that time when it was starting to get dark, you'd maybe play your PlayStation or something. You'd entertain yourself. And then now my kids are like, this is what I find annoying about my kids, is that you'll be in the middle of doing an activity and they'll be like, what are we doing next? I'm
Yes.
like, we're doing an activity now, just don't worry about that.
But kids now don't know it's okay to be bored.
Yeah.
It's all right to be bored or go find your own fun.
Yeah.
But we used to go, I'd have been trusted to like go out on my bike, and if my dad really needed me, I'd probably be in one of like 4 places.
Yeah.
He could have found me, but this is pre-mobile phone. Like, you just went.
Yeah. No, that's
And like,
all gone.
you also had no way of linking up with your mates as to planning where to meet. Do you ever remember being like, we'll meet at 10 o'clock here?
No, I just went round the door.
You just went round the door, or I'd literally like called you a couple of houses if they weren't there. I might go, they're probably up Redburn.
Yeah.
And
I
you
know.
literally just walk up a forest, find
Like,
them.
the house phone, like I know my mate Griff's phone number. Now he's moved, so it's not.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Still call.
Yeah. So I remember like back in the day, it was it, and like you do that. Now he was out of sight. So I had friends that lived down the bottom of the street, and I could see if their cars were in, I'd call.
Yes.
And then sometimes it was awful if the cars were there. You rolled the dice. Maybe one of the cars was there, and it was just the dad in the house.
Yes.
And he's like, "Would you go
Come
away?"
in anyway.
Yeah.
What?
So yeah, that was always a good thing. And then I remember once I had a friend who would come up from Glenview to call for me, and you could see him come up the hill. And sometimes, like, you know, even as a kid, you would know if you're in the mood for certain people.
Yeah.
I remember this one particular day, I was like, I just rather play SmackDown versus Raw here. I don't want to go and play with you. So I saw him come up the street, and I was like, I'm going to hide in my room and just peer down the hall and see. And he leaves at the door. So I was lying in my room just on the floor, like peeking out, waiting for him to go to the door, and then no sign. And then my bedroom window was knocked. What? And he had come up the driveway and looked in my bedroom window, and I was lying on the floor, and I've never felt more scooped in my life. Like, oh no.
This will break your heart. I've told this before. I called for Ryan Kerr when I was younger and rapped his like the side door, and thought I could see him, but then I was like, what's he doing there? And his dad came to the door and was obviously like caught in two minds of what to say, and I said, "Is Ryan there?" And he goes, "He says he's not in."
Yeah.
I know he is, but
Yeah, I can see it, mate.
Yeah.
Not for you, brother.
but going out and like you also didn't have a plan. You would just see what you were gonna do.
You know what was fun too? Down the bottom of the street where I lived, Damon, Cal from Give Me a Headpiece used to live there, and he was like,
You called for him.
no, we as kids, we were like, he's Give Me a Headpiece. And we'd all only see him the odd time, and we'd be like,
Would he give you it? Like, would he give you?
Oh no. He
No?
was, like at the time we were like, this guy's like, you know,
It's Brad Pitt.
When you spot Tim McGarry in Tesco's, you're like one of the Beatles fans. You're screaming all da da. You're
The first time
clapping, but
saw Tim out in the wild, we were on like a night out, maybe like I don't know, 16 or something.
you and him.
Yeah, and we're walking through Belfast, and he was there, and the guy was like, "Da, da." It's like Alan Partridge, "Damn, you know, da, da." And he's like, "Da," shouting for ages. Tim eventually turns around, and he goes, "All right, mate." And Tim was like, "Give us a wave." But like he's so recognisable
Yeah,
that like you're buzzing to see him, and it can only be him.
yeah.
Plus, he hasn't changed the way he's looked
No.
in 25 years.
Because like it was his 60th birthday, like maybe last year or the year before, and I was like, was that not like 30 years ago?
Yeah,
Like, how is he only 60 now?
and
What's
it's a
going on?
compliment to him now.
Yeah.
because you're like, you look like you did in 1998.
But then at the time, you're like, oh, he was only like 25 or something.
know.
He was like being
Isn't he younger than Damon?
They're all about the same
Yeah.
age within a year of each other.
But
That's
like
nuts.
Damon was like, see, in those days, like we
I saw him
think
down outside Orr's Butchers one day.
Damon.
Yeah, when I was a kid in Hollywood, and I was like, that's him from Give My Headpiece.
But you know what though? The thing with him is because Tim's so recognisable as that, it's almost like you're startled with Damon, and it's like by the time you realise it's him, you take it in, he's gone. He was so fleeting back in the day. You would see him just go into his car the odd time and then drive off, and you'd be like,
Yeah,
that's an experience. Like,
yeah.
and then
Would he
now,
ever
like,
shine
we
a
see
few
him-
out the window?
No, I wouldn't do that. Now there was a time where like we did, and I'm sorry if he hears this, on purpose kick our football in his garden to try and get a glimpse, but he never gave out.
Who was the first celebrity you ever met? Or you ever like? Ever remember when you were younger? See, like I saw the Wolfman and Bangor once from Gladiators.
Yeah, no, I remember my dad sent me to get an autograph from Ian Woosnam, the golfer.
Yes.
In a McDonald's on holidays.
Is that Beefy?
No, that's Ian Botham. Ian Woosnam's Woozer the Boozer. So we were in actually in McDonald's, and my dad was like, my dad grabbed my head. I remember him being behind me and grabbed my head, going, "Look who it is." Not a clue. Absolutely oblivious to who it was. And he was like, and what I remember was he obviously was eating his grub, but he had taken all his jewellery off. So he had like a chain and a watch that was just sitting on the table at McDonald's, and I thought that was really weird. And I was obviously a kid, had like a wee bag with crafts in it. So I had this like
Bag of crafts.
craft. So if like I was going out for dinner, my parents would open the bag and go like colour in or something, you know.
David's bag of craft.
So,
no, that's mental.
but yeah,
That
but
you had a bag of crafts.
yeah, but that was to keep me occupied when they were painting. in the pub.
Yeah, but like most restaurants have colouring in. Like,
No, not in those days. My parents were ahead of
what
the
sort of
curve.
bag was it? Like a wee satchel?
It was just a wee school bag. I think it was a wee Arsenal bag with my.
Oh, you're
pencils
trying
on
to
it.
cool it up now.
Yeah.
Your cool
So-
Arsenal bag of crap.
But I didn't have any white paper at the time because I'm not about that. I see all colour.
Yes.
And it was a green page, and I remember I got sent over my dad with a wee pen and a green page, and Ian Woosnam signed the page, and my dad just took it, kept it.
Was he happy to do it? Was he?
Yeah, he was having a good time. He was there with his wife, who was a much younger lady at the time. So
Was this in Bangor?
it was in Jersey in the Channel Islands, actually. Yeah.
My
Always.
dad in the KFC in Bangor. Have I told you this about the sugar?
No.
We were kids, like, and my dad took us to KFC Bangor, me and my cousins. And he goes, "What is this place?" And all, he'd never been to KFC. "What is this place?" And I go, "It's really good. Like, you'll love it." What would I get? What would I get? It's like original recipe meal or something. And he's eating away, and he goes, "This load of shit and all." And I thought he would like it. He goes, "Load of shit. That's a load of shit." He's eating. Kept just saying, "Load of shit, load of shit." Begrudgingly kind of eats it because he's hungry. And he goes, "Too sweet, too sweet, too sweet. Load of shit, load of shit." He got like 4 sachets of sugar, thinking it was salt, and put it all over his chicken. And he was eating like the sweetest chicken ever. Load of shit.
See, nowadays, people would love that.
Oh yeah.
They'd be like, "Oh, this is a great idea. What a contemporary idea this
Yeah.
is." Oh, I'd be stinking.
Um,
Kentucky as well. Like, see, back in the day, it was a big day out going to Kentucky. Like, that was.
and it was called Kentucky,
Oh, why? Yeah.
but I loved it. There was one in Ballyhack. I used to.
See, that's another one.
Devour
Like,
that
an
was-
institution. The Bangor KFC has been going since I was a kid.
In the food court?
Yeah. No, not in the food court. It's gone. In the, beside where it used to be home base, and Sainsbury's is there now. Just there. In
Where?
the corner. As you go into Bangor. Below.
Is it still there?
Yeah.
Do you ever go?
I would say I would go once biannually, probably. I would say.
Do you know Pizza Hut are apparently trying to make Pizza Hut more like old school?
Yeah. I've noticed that with the logos and stuff, actually.
With
yeah.
the logos, apparently they're like, someone put up these nostalgic pictures of like the late 90s when the whole family was out.
Yeah.
Check tablecloths at Pizza Hut, everybody's there, and they.
Then, like, it used to be great, even in the Odyssey when it started, and you could have your own buffet Pizza
I
Hut.
loved Pizza
It was
Hut.
great.
But then that's the thing we're saying, it was a treat.
Yeah.
Whereas now, kids probably expect to go, and I wouldn't say my kids are, what's that word?
Entitled.
Entitled
Spoiled, yeah.
or spoiled. But it's not a big deal to go out.
Yeah.
We're in a culture where like you go out and get a coffee, you do. Whereas back in the day, it was everything was packed at the house.
Like, the best, whenever you had anything good growing up, like to celebrate, we would go to the railway. So it was Carmichael's.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
And that would have been and I was buzzing, see, to get into the wee train, the wee booths. Oh, that was it. And then when they got rid of that, I was like, the game's gone.
That was bizarre. Like that bar's changed hands so many times, and the fact that they took those railway carriage.
Yeah.
So for people who don't know, it was a restaurant in Hollywood down near where the train is, and it was like old style railway carriages along the front of it. So you would sit on like old train seats. Now they're obviously
Yeah.
made to be more comfortable and stuff, but it was brilliant.
Oh.
As a kid, it was and it was also like a great restaurant.
Oh, see, the
and we had the
burgers and stuff.
Prairie. Did you
Yeah.
ever go to the Prairie?
Oh, the Prairie was great as well.
Prairie was, and you're maybe like,
And even the Seaside Tavern did a great burger.
yeah, once every 2 months, maybe you're going
Yeah.
somewhere. You were going somewhere like that, and it was a huge deal.
And it was class, even less than that sometimes. But like, I remember every birthday I wanted to go, if I was going out with the parents, I'd be like, I want to go to the railway.
What was
But why, see, nowadays, with kids, they would love something like that. See
Yeah.
if somewhere opened where it was like you thought you were in it.
Chicago Pizza Pie Factory? Was that a place in
Yeah.
Belfast?
And then I think someone got popped at that and that kind of ruined it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, during the Troubles. It was like, I don't want to go there. But what they did there, they made a dickie of there. So I went there for once for my birthday, and they're like, it's your birthday, stand up in your chair and ring this bell like a dick while we bring out a cake. And I was like, going on, no, ding, 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 ding,
Aw.
ding. And I was just really
Did
scum.
you eat bag of crafts?
Yeah, so that was not a good time. But it's like, I feel like everything goes in trends, don't they? Like at the minute, the trends seem to be like wings and stuff like that. It seems to be.
Moustaches.
Well, yeah, but then they were the trend, and then the porn was big for a while. The mustaches, the porn stars, and then the mustaches went out and have come back. I don't know, everyone wants to look like 80s coppers. I don't know, whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, it seems to be wings and all, biddy food, and I'm not about that now. So I'm not a big wing guy.
Do you not like a wing because you would rather have boneless?
Yeah, I like a big.
You don't want admin.
No, I don't. And you see, if you wing, you want the thighs. You want more meat. Ultimately, you're eating meat. You don't want the tiniest portion of meat. You want the breast. Like, if someone opened a breast shop, they'd do so well. Davy's flavoured breasts, they'd be popping off.
Davy's big breasts.
Yeah.
And it's just like, yeah,
Seasoned breast cooked to perfection.
yeah.
But then wings, you're all.
Are you now? The only thing I think could have made our beach day better would have been a barbecue.
Yeah.
I'd like it if you had a barbecue.
Yeah, that would have been nice. And did you go? You got your dinner in the end, did you? Was it good? Yeah.
I had the ribs.
Oh, nice. See, then it's too bitty for me too.
Ribs?
Ribs, yeah.
No, there's something
They're
like
too bitty.
See if you get a good rack of ribs, it
Yeah.
does not get better than that.
See, yeah,
With
that's
a
it.
really good barbecue sauce.
You're a big barbecue head, though, aren't you? You love like American style barbecue stuff.
Yep.
Yeah. No, I like a bit of seasoning, but nah,
I would
more
love
meat.
to, like, if my wife ever left me, I would love to like go out with an like American guy who's like a big barbecue guy, and he just does me meats like.
Like, why could you not just go out with him anyway?
Huh?
What do you mean?
Why are you gay if
Yeah.
your wife leaves you? How come you turn gay? Is that why?
Could you not just go out with a guy that's a master of barbecue and have?
Would she be
barbecue?
raging if I did that?
All
I mean,
right.
if my wife left me,
Or
I would probably I'd probably start going out with a guy who was like a big barbecue
a
guy.
traditional smoke man.
A smoke master. I would look for I would just say, like, people would go like, she need to be like, dating again, like, you find the right woman, and I'll go, no, I need a pit master.
Oh yeah. But what are you trying to say? Female can't be a pit master? A pit mistress?
I think a pit mistress. I like the idea of a pit mistress, but there's just something about the idea, like, my boy's got the grill on, like,
Yeah.
you know.
But you know what? I a wee bit fell in love with an old Scottish woman when I was in Scotland.
She a pit mistress?
No, she was even better than a pit mistress. I was really grumpy, so I was in Glasgow doing gigs, and I was like looking for breakfast, and I just couldn't find anywhere I wanted.
I can see you really stomping around.
I was stomping on Sucky Hall Street. I was looking at good coffee and a nice wee breakfast bap or something. I couldn't get anywhere, and then I was like, I'm getting really hungry. And I was going to do a podcast. I was like, I'm not myself. I'm hungry. I'm grumpy and all.
Yeah.
And I couldn't find anywhere. And I was like, if I wanted to get a pint, no bother. But I was like, whoa. So I got on this train and I went out of the centre of Glasgow.
You're getting on you can find it anywhere in Sucky Hill Street for a
No.
breakfast.
Not what I wanted. I wanted like just a good old bap, whatever, and a bit of
Bacon, egg, sausage.
Yeah. So then I was kind of cross, and I was like, I had to go to meet Mark Jennings to do the podcast, so I had to get on the train to go to where he was, and I got off the train.
Still
and
breakfastless at this
yeah,
point?
by this point, I'm like, I'm gonna show myself up here because I'm getting really hangry and furious. And then as I got off
He's
the
out
train,
of Clyde, is he?
no, I'm not a geography guy, but it was just not far out of the centre of Glasgow. And I got off, and I was like, at this point, I'm like, I need to go to like a centre or something, find anything just to, I was ready to smack kids. And there was this wee hut at the side of the train station, and it was just a very plain bricked hut. And I looked at it, and it was a wee woman, probably in her mid-50s, just wearing a Scotland away shirt, and it had like just a wee glass panel in the side, and had tonic tea cakes, had wee caramel bars, had some iron brews in there, and then she did breakfast baps and a coffee. I was like, oh yeah. I was like, can I have a breakfast bap? She goes, with a square sausage, do you? And I went, yeah. And she goes, just square sausage. And I went, well, what else can you put in? And she goes, put some bacon and a wee fried egg in that for you and a bit of sauce. I was like, I'll do rightly. And how you know it's great, as she was cooking it, she came out and went, do you have a wee bit of salt and pepper on your egg? And I was like, that's how I know she's making it. She put the nicest breakfast bap I've ever had.
They weren't just sitting there already cooked, just put it together.
Yeah.
She's scratched.
She made it like a wee mammy, looking after you. And then the coffee was great as well. And like, I was sitting in the rain by a bin on an estate and just outside Glasgow eating this bap, thinking, I don't think I've been happier.
Yeah.
And then like a bit of me was like, I think if my wife died, I'd want you to take me.
You get with her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I never, like, I would die.
And you guys could come out with me and the pitmaster.
Oh, what a day out that would be.
Now, by the way, I'm with him. It's not like a sexual thing.
But then, why does it need to be? Why does your wife need to
Why
leave?
after your wife has left have you started dating men?
I'm not dating him.
But then, why does your wife need to? Why can't you still have your wife?
Just be a friend.
Yeah.
No, but like, he's not going to cook for. If I were just friends, he's not going to. I want him to cook for me like he's in love with me. Right?
So you're gonna turn gay so you can get some
Yeah.
money?
No.
But then you're just,
I'm just-
teasing him.
I'm just.
Is he a gay pitmaster? Or?
Yeah. But
So
again,
you're just teasing him to
he
get his
just
meat?
happens to be.
Right, okay.
He's a widow. He's a widower.
A gay widower? Or he's a widower and turned gay?
Neither of us are gay.
Two widowers, neither gay, but both with each other.
It's just like it's a convenience of meat. The marriage is a convenience of meat.
Okay.
He needs someone to test his products on.
Okay.
I like to sample it. That's as far as it
Could
goes.
you not just be friends?
Yeah, it's easier than we're just mates. I stay married. This
Yeah.
guy moves in next door, and that's it.
Because see that having a friend who's a chef can be a bit like nervy, like, you know, because there's a friend a man I've become friendly with recently.
Well, hold on. So hold on. Don't you?
He still has a wife.
You have a new friend?
Yeah, I have a new friend.
What can you just tell me give me the background of having this new friend?
Well, his child was the same school as Matilda, right?
Okay.
So then just through that, we've sort of got to know.
Bit of banter
know
at
each
the
other.
gates.
Bit of banter, yeah. His wife's become good friends with Catherine, and then
Is he older or younger?
he's sort of in and around our age, a wee bit older maybe, and
Cute.
he's a good guy. He's a good guy, and he is a professional chef, and is like, you know, worked in, and like whenever he came to one of my gigs, and afterwards he was chatting to me about comedy, and I was kind of like, I want to tell me all about the chef.
Where's he
game.
worked?
He's worked in London. He has set up he's working a franchise now that he's set up with a woman, and they're just trying to get these franchises off.
What
all
type
over the
of
show.
what genre of food?
Korean. So Soulbird is what the company's called. So I'm really interested in hearing how he started. And a bit of me is like, I would love to have them round for dinner sometime, but I'd be so stressed. I would
No,
be
you
so
couldn't.
stressed. I'd have to be on my best game.
Get the sugar chicken out.
I'd need to do something, butter, sugar, the works, just mix it all in. I'd actually need to put drugs in it to like make sure he could.
Have you sampled his meat?
Not yet. And in fact, no. I went to one of his restaurants in Edinburgh Airport on the way home, and I've never felt more.
Oh, so it's already off the ground.
Yeah,
like,
so I've never felt more entitled in my life, because my flight got cancelled on the way back, and I was like, oh, I'll go and eat here. Lovely wee breakfast wrap in there, good coffee. And as I'm sitting, I noticed I was there for a long time, because my flight was delayed by like 3 hours, and I was there, laptop up. And I remember like the member staff sort of popped his head around the corner a couple of times to be like, you're here a long time. And a bit of me was like, you know what I have in my back pocket? I have a major name drop here to get you to just. And luckily, and now I lost the game of chicken and went up and bought another coffee to be like, I'm sorry, but in my mind I was like, you step out of line, man, I've got your job.
what's your new friend called?
Andy,
Of course.
good guy.
And so not even Andrew.
Yeah,
We're past that.
Yeah, we're past that.
You've known Andrew Ryan for 10 years. He's not become Andy.
No, I've never called anyone a name and felt more weird than I called Andrew Ryan Andy.
Yeah.
Like I for once was like, I'm
Andy
gonna
Ryan?
try this in the podcast. I keep calling him Andy because I thought he'd be real weird about it, because you know it's Andrew, but he wasn't, and it made me weirder.
Did he like it?
No, he was just sort of going with it.
What if we call him Drew?
Drew Ryan?
Drew Ryan's a great
Yeah.
name. He's a country singer, but
Yeah.
it's
No, I
Drew Ryan's the pitmaster.
But even when Drew Ryan would be a bit like I call him A-Rise and he still doesn't.
Yeah.
He's an odd wee man, and I love him.
He's an odd man.
An
Yeah.
odd man.
He's
for
an
sure.
odd man, but he's our odd man.
He is our odd man.
He's been like, I remember the first time you gave me a heads up that Andrew Ryan was in town. Years ago, you went, Andrew Ryan's floating around Hollywood
Yeah.
these days. And do you remember he used to always be in the window of Trait? What was the coffee place called? Not Trait. Up at the top of the town. Edge.
Yeah.
He was always
He's a notorious edgelord.
he was always around Edge.
Yeah.
And you were like, just be careful.
Yeah.
Andrew Ryan's around, you know?
Yeah.
And it's like a couple of lawmen in town and another
Yeah.
guy. We're CIA and FBI guys in town. You know, he's from a different scene.
Yeah.
And I went, and I chatted to him a few times in there. And I was like, you know, he's talking about staying here. And I was like, yeah, it'd be great. You know, there's good gigs and all. And I go, this guy seems like a good guy.
Yeah.
I could never have foreseen just how
Embedded he would. be,
embedded
yeah.
he would become in our scene and our hearts.
But you know what? He is one of the guys who, as a comedian, I look up to
Absolutely.
the most, and like he does it right.
He does.
He's not a rat guy.
I think
he'll look out for you.
like he's a complete pro,
Uh-huh.
and he sees that thing of like a rising tide lifts all ships.
Yeah.
He sees that,
Mhm.
and he's just a great guy.
Well, he's been tremendous, you know, and
Mad as a box of frogs,
yes.
but a great guy.
But then a box of frogs are only as mad as their keeper.
Yeah, that's true.
You know, see if you can know how to, if you're the frog tamer.
But I think anyone keeping a box of frogs is mad.
Yeah.
What are you doing with them?
I mean, nothing would be better than if you're like, what's in your box?
Yeah. Could you see me getting into frogs?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're definitely like a trend guy. You'll
Yeah.
see, like, see if, let me think, see if, like, who do you like listening to at the minute, comedy wise? Who are the comedians? Like, looking at you, I would assume Andrew Schultz, but who are you into at the minute?
At the minute? Who do you want me to say?
Whoever you like, who you like at the minute, who you listening to podcasts of, who do you like?
I listen to the Mark Norman and Joe List one.
Right, so say if those two were chatting, we're like, we've become really, like, we're writing the best stand-up of our life, we're killing it at the minute. It's because my mind's taken off the struggle of life at the minute, because I've started keeping reptiles. You'd be like, oh yeah.
Yeah.
And you would start, you next thing you know, you go to your house and you'd have like a wee
It'd be all
lizard.
like that like green light.
Yes, you'd have
You know?
that. And then you'd be like, yeah, apparently this takes the stress of outside
Yeah.
influences, and now I'm in you would, and then after a while you'd be like, actually I don't know how to maintain lizards, and then you'd be like, apparently lizards are sweet, you can just release them, and you would release a lizard, and then
Yeah.
without knowing you'd have already be a pregnant lizard and lay loads of eggs, and it'd be a lizard.
Yeah. Do you
Problem.
now? I'd counter that by saying this, 100%.
Yeah.
I look at things and I go, because I'm always open to new things, and I
Well,
go,
we found that out with the pitmaster.
I go, I might try this thing.
Yeah.
People are saying this is a good thing. I might try it, but I'm fairly open about that.
Mm-hmm.
But what you do with trends is, now this is interesting. What you do is, you go the other way,
Yeah.
and you say, I'm never going to do that.
Correct.
You go, I'm never going to do that, but you're always on a 7-month delay.
Yes.
Then you do it. Because this was the man that was, I think you said the phrase, anyone who has a TikTok account is a nonce.
Yes.
You said, I'll never do that. 7 months
Yeah.
later, TikTok.
Yeah, but then I'm still not all about it. And I don't like the quality of videos on TikTok either. I don't like that. I like cinematic quality. I don't
Bald.
like shit.
Everyone
Yeah.
was doing Jason Statham. You go,
Yeah.
that's not for
Game
me.
of Thrones.
Look at you now.
Yeah.
One of the baldest men I know.
Yeah, but there are things, right? I
You actually
believe,
not. You actually do.
I believe, right, there are maybe 5 tenets of boring guy, right? I believe you can contribute a lot of these things. If you have them all, you're a loser, right? Mullets are one. Mustaches are another. Strava runs, IPAs, and barbecue thermometers. They're the 5 tenets of people that are, and like guys don't have a lot going on. They're like,
So talk me through the quintessential boring guy.
yeah. So like, see when you do things that you don't have enough about you to carry it.
Yeah.
You need to. So say this is why I disagree with you having the mustache. I mean, you don't need that.
By the way, can I say something to you?
Yeah.
Your head's gone off to the side, and I see that as an act of war.
Yeah. Well, what I'm saying is, like, see if you're chatting to you, people won't go up and be like, "Oh, he's mad. He's got a mustache."
I don't want that.
But a lot of people do that, and they're like, "Oh, look, you've a mullet. You're mad." But
Here, can I talk you through the
Yeah.
moustache? Start out as we think, I'm going to see what happens here. I am shooting my special. Might already have happened now. First week of, or the second Sunday in August or something. And I'm keeping it for that because I've got some jokes about it.
Okay.
I did these jokes last night at McCooey's gig at Warren Point. You know, my number one thing in stand-up is deprecation, right? This is perfect at the minute.
Right.
Because I come on, I talk a little bit about this, I take the piss out of myself and the way I look, and it really gets him. So I'm keeping this for the special.
Well, that's why I've not lost more weight. For the same reason.
Yes,
You know,
because you like to have that
Yeah.
to draw as a subject matter.
Yes.
Like
I just tell Willie off for saying I'm a fat guy. I'm like, no, you're not. You're a wee man. If you're going to be deprecating, say you're a wee man, but you're not fat.
you think he's betrayed the fat guy?
Yeah. I'm like, no, I just think that, but it's not funny.
Can I just say self-deprecating?
Yes, self-deprecating, yes.
No, I deprecated the
You
audience.
deprecate
I
everyone.
went through them all.
Yeah. But no, but that was, I said, well, it's like, it doesn't work for you because you aren't. You know, and people
Yes.
will be like, but you're not, you know, whereas.
Right.
Yeah, so.
So I'm keeping this for a bit. Now,
Yeah.
couple of reasons. Number one, I quite like it. Number two, when people have a serious discussion about it on comments,
Yeah.
that is one of the only things I truly can enjoy in life.
Yeah. Well,
When
that's-
people go,
Yeah.
why is this happening? And then there's sub comments of that.
Yeah.
That sends me to the fair. And I love that.
Yeah.
When people are like, nah, but seriously, it's doing my head in now.
Yeah.
that will only make me continue to do it. It
So
seems
if people keep commenting, you're going to end up like full Fu Manchu.
yes,
Just
we're going down the sides.
Oh, you do a foy in the meantime? Would you do
I
different
don't
levels?
think I ever could.
No?
I don't think I ever could. But I mean, it'll be when we come out of summer, it won't
Yeah.
be there.
Right, okay,
right.
good.
But I am enjoying everything.
Because
That goes
then
along
I
with it.
get annoyed because whenever you try to grow your hair, you
Yeah.
get to the point where I'm like, yeah, it does
Yeah.
look like maybe a divorced lesbian mother, but you see it through, it'd be glorious, but you never see it through. But yet, for some reason, you're seeing this mustache through, and it just
I know.
winds me up. But the barbecue thing, right? It's not a pitmaster, so I don't want to offend your pitmaster friend. But see, guys, they just get their barbecue, and then they're like, they buy a piece of meat from a butcher's, which you can do, and then all they do is rub Dijon mustard on it, and then they're like, oh,
A boring guy does this?
yeah, and then they have their wee thermometer, and they're like, oh, that's going to be nice meat, and you're like, yeah. It is. But just eat the meat. Just enjoy your meat. You don't need to share it.
Right.
And then Strava, just go for a run. IPAs doesn't taste as nice as normal beer.
But maybe with Strava, they are trying to like better their last run.
yeah, but they just keep that to yourself.
Right.
Other
But
people,
is it these things are the people who share them online?
the sharing them online are the things.
But
'cause-
what about? So I don't really. I've done it the other time before, but like some people see Strava like something like that as a community, bit of accountability.
Yeah, oh, they're all boring. It's just a commune of boring fucks. Like,
Yeah.
just all together.
Right.
Guess what? I did a wee bit of a faster 5K. Nice one. Are you any crack though? Nah, boring. And then you're sitting there being bored with them, and they're like, "Oh, I've got this grapefruit IPA," and that's the chat. It's not
Yeah.
It's just boring. And they're like, "Oh, that's done, okay." And they're like, "Oh, you're funny with a mullet. You must be loads
So
of crack."
they'll never just be sipping a Carlsberg.
No, and never just have normal crack. No, what was 10 out of
What
10?
music are they into?
Oh, Mumford and Sons. Like, I love Mumford and Sons. Anything
Frosty
boring.
loves Mumford and Sons.
No, he just likes
Dogs.
Mumford. Doesn't like the boys. Doesn't like the Sons. Nah, those guys suck.
He just likes the dad out
Yeah,
of Mumford and Sons.
and then probably Morgan Wallen. He's another boring guy that everyone gets behind. Now, that's another thing. Country music is fine, but it's a fad, and boring guys like Lemmings go to it. And then see guys that wear
Keep
cowboy
going.
hats.
Keep going.
No, you're not a
Keep
cowboy
going.
unless you own a ranch. Don't be walking around Belfast wearing a fucking Stetson, you dick.
Right.
Do you know what I mean? I can't have
What
it.
about trucks?
Trucks?
I'm gonna get a truck.
You know what? Trucks are okay because they're kind of fun to drive, but like, you're not a cowboy.
Right.
Do you know what I mean? Like, what happens if you get into?
Do you not like? What about guys going to a country music gig? Say people going to Luke Combs at Slane Castle there and wearing getting all the gear on.
That's like going to a football match as an adult in a full kit. It's fucking weird. Why are you dressing like the guy? The only people that do that, and the ones that it's somehow passable and it shouldn't get away with it, are golf boys. You know, when they turn up to the golf event, golf men all dressed like they're Tiger Woods. I'm like, no,
Yeah.
no.
Yeah.
You know what's going to happen? What's going to happen is Scotty Scheffler's not going to do a hamstring, and they're not going to go, oh no, who's stepping up? And it's your dad's mate.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, it's your dad's mate, Michael. Yeah, I'll come
Yeah.
in. No.
Where do boring guys go on holiday?
Where do boring guys go on holiday? They go to Dubai.
Right.
There you go. They're boring because Dubai's a fake place. You know, everything's fake and fabricated for people that can't make their own fun. To be like, this must be fun. No,
Right.
It's a desert.
Yeah.
It's not fun. It's a desert and everyone looks like this. It's not a fun time. And even if you're there, you're trying to enjoy yourself.
Right, it's all right.
The surgery.
Right.
Surgery. You don't know you're enjoying yourself because your face is so frozen.
Right.
Dubai's amazing. No, I
Yeah.
can't have it. I can't. It winds me up.
Yeah.
I like people who have a bit.
What do they
of
work
income.
at? What a real boring.
Oh, they work
guy.
for Citibank, don't they? The fucking dullards. Any big bank or big company, it doesn't. What's their job? No one really knows. They just turn up and they wear a suit and they always
With a
carry their
vague job.
umbrellas.
Right. Yeah.
Sorry.
What car do they drive?
What car do they drive? Oh, BMWs
Right.
or Mercs.
Right.
You know, and I don't know
Feels
enough
like a
about
dick.
cars to do that. But you drive all sorts of things all the time.
I know.
You're a bit of a Walter Mitty.
I'm driving a Toyota Avensis
Arthur
right
Daly.
now.
I'm about to say no Walter Mitty. You're a bit of an Arthur Daly. Your car's like, but yeah.
Driving a Toyota Avensis right now, brother.
Yeah, but you know what I do like? I like just, you know, just see if you're going to do that, have a bit about you as well. Don't
Yeah.
be a bore,
Right.
You know. But we know plenty of boring boy guys.
David, can we just congratulate you on having the #1 show on Amazon Prime this week?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Not boring about that, boys.
Talk us through it.
Yeah.
Talk us through it.
Rider. Is it #1? Is it?
Oh
Love
yeah.
that. 96% approval rating on Rotten Tomatoes, I was told. Yeah. So.
That's pretty good.
Yeah. I was in it for, I think I counted 2 seconds.
Doesn't matter.
All in, but it was worth it.
2 seconds in heaven's better than no seconds in heaven.
Do you think that would be what happened to you? I think that's what'll be happening to me. I get into heaven and then they do a background check and go, actually,
Yeah.
oops.
Yeah.
Yeah. But no, yeah, Ride or Die, a lot of fun. Hannah Waddingham and Octavia Spencer. They're, I suppose it's an action comedy drama, is it?
You have lines in it?
Yeah, I do. And my line,
Is it one scene?
It's one scene, right? So I'm in it, and I'm of course playing an assassin, an undercover assassin, and I'm brought in to try to deal with Hannah Waddingham's character in case she kicks off, and she didn't, thankfully, and I didn't need to kick in and flatten her.
So you're just there like,
Yeah,
sure everything's all right.
on the off chance she loses the run of herself, because she is a very
So
very
what do you do
talented
facially?
assassin. I'm just on my phone, just at the bar, my own business, fitting
And what
in.
do you say?
What did I say in my line? So she comes past, basically, she's having a fight with her boss, and she goes, fuck you, and then she goes, and fuck you too, Danny, which is me. And I'm like, oh, I just needed the cash. And that's it.
What accent?
That, yeah. Now, my audition did several different accents. I just needed the cash, and with Welsh, and a few variations, and they were like, just do yourself.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it was a lot of fun, and I was stressed out about it, because I thought to myself, are they just going to cut me here? Like, am I? Because
Did you have more lines in the filming, if you get me?
No.
Oh, right, okay.
So it was literally, it was ride or die. Like, either I'm in it or I'm not. And
Do you think
thankfully
Danny
it was.
could come back?
I mean, I don't know, because what I've done for many years was whenever I was in Blue Lights and people were like, oh, was Bren come back? Can't say.
But he did. Bren had a great run.
And then they're like, oh, is Bren back in series 4? I'm like, can't say.
Yeah, but he's not.
No. he's on holidays, yeah. So
They're saving him for the spin-off.
yeah, Brandy's Bonds, which is going to be a cracking
Yeah.
spin-off series.
What do you think happens? What is Brendan and Blue Lights doing now?
No, probably just the same kind of stuff, being sad, I'd say.
But do you think he's turned it around a bit?
I would like to think so. Well, he's taken help, didn't he, in the last series?
Here.
He took help.
Can I say what he does? He runs a main shed.
Yeah.
Wouldn't that be a nice ending
Yeah.
to it?
What would be the best would be if he became a pitmaster.
Yes.
And that's a tie around.
Brandy's pit.
Brandy's pit. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you could be in the pits of depression. Oh, man, there's so many different things you could do.
From the pits of depression to the pits of the barbecue.
Yeah, that works well. Yeah, it'd be a lot of fun.
What's next for Dave? Any other acting stuff?
I'm just writing some stuff at the minute and getting ready for tour. That's the big thing, getting my show on the road.
And you are going on the road.
Yeah.
You're all over it.
I'm all over the place.
Only guy I know is going to Swansea.
Yep, and I'm looking forward to going to Swansea too.
I think you might set a trend, which of course I will follow, and I
Yes.
might go to Swansea.
But you know, I'm glad I'm
If you
setting,
like it, I'll go.
I'm glad I'm setting the trend rather than seeing it and going, fucking Swansea, and then 7 months down the line I'm like, actually, I'll try Swansea here. But you know, I've been travelling about gigging lately and I'm loving it. Loving it.
Swansea.
Yeah, the Sea of the Swans. Yeah. But yeah, I'm going there. And again, what I keep being told is you need to remind people you're doing a big Belfast show, and I keep forgetting. I'm like,
Yeah.
yeah, in the Europa on the 17th of October. So
17th
that's
of October.
the big one. which I'm
You going to
looking
stay in the
forward
Europa
to.
that night?
I hope so. Yeah.
Do you think you'll see the wee guy from the documentary?
Oh, I'd love to.
Do you think he's still beating about?
I'd say so. Like we were chatting earlier on about institutions. He's an institution in the Europa, like.
Yes.
And you know what? We're talking about meeting celebrities. My favourite TV show I think I've ever seen is Devon and Cornwall, which is just they go and film stuff that goes on in Devon and Cornwall. That's a part of the world.
What was it on?
I love Channel 4.
Is Rick Stein an institution?
He is, yeah, and he
Wee
would
white
be,
wine, the fish?
he would be travelling around. I love his shows, love stuff like that. But in Devon and Cornwall, they were down at this harbour, and there's this really nice, you'd love it, seafood restaurant called the Alexander, or the Prince Andrew. It's either the Prince Andrew or the Alexander. It's one of the two. Gotta be careful. But they just have a boat that does their fishing for the restaurant. So they go out, fresh fish, fresh whatever, cook it the same day, delicious. I thought it was a bum.
You think I was a bottom snake?
I thought it was a bum, yeah. But so there was a guy in that was like the owner of the pub, like the maitre d' type guy, and I was like, what a legend he is. We went there to that restaurant and he was working, and I asked him for a photo.
That's class.
And I was like, that's my favourite celeb spot yet. Loved that.
Davey,
But so if I'm in the Europa, I will get.
we
from
will
him.
link into we'll link the tour in.
You know what? I just
But
say
you're
that
coming everywhere, aren't you?
stick the Belfast show first and foremost. That would be
You're
ideal.
coming all
We put
over the
that.
place.
We're coming everywhere. Yeah. So going Belfast, Portrush.
You gonna
Derry.
wear anything audacious for this show?
You know what? I'm just going to dress. It's the show. You know what I would say? This show is my best actual stand-up. I think it's. You know why sometimes you're like, I need a narrative, this is just me being angry and giving off about stuff, what annoys me, what I'm obsessed about, like kind of like what I was doing with those boring guys there. It's kind of like a bit of therapy, that, and it's coming together well, and a few work in progress is coming up that I'm excited about, so that's the next plan. And then, you know, hopefully if there's a big online push for more Danny the Thug and Ride or Die Series 2, I'll go back to do that.
What's your new show called?
Obsessed.
Obsessed.
Because again, it's a double thing. People are probably like, it's stuff that I can't let go, but also there's a bit in it about giving off about people saying they're obsessed as a phrase. Obsessed because somebody wears a new t-shirt. No, you're not.
Okay.
You're a boring bastard. That's your problem. Need a life.
Davey, thank you for coming on, brother. Sly Guy podcast as well.
Yes, every Sunday that's out now. It used to be Thursday. We moved to Sunday, the Lord's Day.
Yep.
Yeah, so right there. It's going well too. Lovely jubbly.
Nice.
Yeah.
I'm obsessed with you.
I'll stop it.